little bit.
So I'm curious, where are you
I
guys
can see
located?
it.
So we're all from Spartanburg.
Yeah,
I
you
currently
see
live
it
in
more
Panama City, Florida.
on your right.
They're still in Spartanburg.
The
Orland
top
Springs,
two
to be
is
exact. Yeah, okay. And you're, I'm guessing, in North Carolina.
What's that?
Justin down there is a huge Canes fan, though. Huge.
I see that. I see he's rocking the Canes hat. He's got the sweat shirt going on.
Yes, I'm ready for tomorrow.
Yeah,
As
likewise.
I'm sure you are.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah,
He's like one of those fans. You know?
You're a speed racer.
It's so funny.
There we go.
We live. What's up,
I think
everybody?
we are.
Charlie Kelly here, Marcus Satterfield,
Yeah.
Man, and Dale Earnhardt up there. The black Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah, I know Dale Earnhardt ate candy off the floor, did he?
He probably does.
Halloween 2022.
Welcome to the BluntDads Halloween special.
We got a milkman down there, and then we got Dale Earnhardt. I guess he just won the race, like the Brickyard 500. Got the milk. That's Indy racing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it totally took my breath away. Just came around the last turn and motherfucker thought he's gonna get me, but I said, shit, I'm gonna wreck her ass. So we left him back there. Hope he's all right.
I feel like if I was a NASCAR driver, I would wreck people all the time. That's all I did on the video game.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Paintball
do what you
mode
gotta
on
do.
NASCAR 98.
You gotta do what you gotta do in this world, Justin. I'll let you know that right now. So that's why I'm so good, because they know that I'll wreck them up.
Exactly.
You got some mini bottles in that milk?
No, that's actual milk that I don't drink. So
It's been
it'll
sitting out
stay
for like 4 days.
Yeah, it's just stinking.
oh, no,
He's
it's
getting the
actually
Halloween
good.
spirit.
Good. It's not old. It's just I don't drink milk.
Oh, okay.
All right, well.
Just for show when I win, you know what I'm saying? They pay me, so fuck it.
As long as they keep paying, I'll drink whatever the hell they want me to drink.
Exactly.
I think we had a couple polls. We forgot to do a couple last week. This one was a couple weeks ago. Is this the best time for sports? With the World Series going on, college football, soccer, hockey's coming back.
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
Like you talking about best time of the year?
Yes.
Okay.
And you got the World Cup.
Okay.
So that's going to help this year.
Because I didn't know if you meant like best time ever, like right now, like sports in general.
Not if you're fans of our teams.
Yeah, no, definitely not. No.
We will get into that in J Will's segment because enjoy the game, but God damn it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me and Jermaine were getting loud up there. So. It was 60% yes. So if people do think this is the best time for sport. And then who won the McCaffrey trade? Panthers or 49ers?
Definitely not the Panthers.
I will say Deonta Foreman looked good yesterday, though.
I think
They
right
got fucked
now,
twice.
the 49ers have won the trade, but it's all going to play out with these draft picks. You won't really know the winner until after the draft picks happen.
If they don't stick with PJ Walker, they'll be picking a quarterback.
I know the winner. 49.
And it was 79% 49ers. So.
Because McCaffrey's going to stay.
If he stays
on the
healthy,
field.
yes.
Yeah.
But they won't use him like the Panthers did.
I look at it this way.
Like Carolina. So
If the 49ers can get a title out of it, yes, they won the trade.
Yeah.
If they don't get anything out of it, you lost picks and you lost your future. Just to be decent now.
Yeah.
On the flip side for the Panthers, it's like you said, Foreman looks good. So are they worse? Maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Now you got picks to help for your future as well. But you got a lot going on in Carolina, so it's really hard to say
I was very pissed at
what's
that
really
game this
working,
weekend.
what's not, coaching change and all that stuff.
Sometimes when the players that don't always get the shine, get the opportunity to get the shine, like we talked about, Justin, they light up. That's all they got to do. Chuba Hubbard, just like we said, they said on ESPN, they're all NFL players.
Yeah.
They're all NFL players. So they're all good. So some of them, I would be thinking personally, if they traded McCaffrey and I was Chuba or Foreman, I'd be thinking to myself, shit, all right, I'm about to start showing them what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like,
Well, he's a power runner. They said when Matt Rule was coach, he maybe carried the ball 7 times this year.
Yeah.
One, you used McCaffrey too much because Rule didn't know what he was doing.
Right.
And then you play
always
small-ass Chuba Hubbard when you got a power dude who can run over people.
I wanted McCaffrey to get traded for
The biggest, the biggest thing in coaching is you don't coach what you want to do. You coach with what you got.
Marcus,
And that,
you hear that?
Yeah.
Satterfield?
So
We're going to be on
But
his
yeah.
all podcast, just so you know.
Yes.
I mean, we'll get in that, I guess.
Jermaine didn't even know who he was. He texted us after the game. Whoever Satterfield is, fire his ass.
Let him go.
He was supposed to be with the Panthers, and like Kamish said, maybe he would have worked out with the Panthers with his offense, but it doesn't work.
with the Panthers, he was just like an assistant offensive line coach.
Yes, that's true.
You can't run that
Yeah.
many screens in the NFL, bro. Ain't no way.
No.
Ain't no way.
Or to your smart. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, we can get to it
We
later.
got plenty to say about that shithead. We had our fantasy fall draft last week.
We did.
Kamish, why don't you read those?
Me and Jay Will tied at 40%. Justin came in at 20, and Jermaine,
Once again,
for the second week in a row, you got 0%.
the big goose egg. The big old goose egg for you,
Wrong
Jermaine.
people voting. Because the wrong people voting on that one.
The white girls did not see your list and did not participate in our voting. So
The problem was the white girls are all married to us. I'm pretty sure it was just our wives voting. For us.
True.
Yeah.
He's probably making a good point there. Making a good point there.
That's true.
I had to get on to my wife. I'm like, "Are you supporting me right now? Like, are you doing your part? Why am I losing so much? Are
Yeah.
you like, are you fulfilling my dream right now?
You're third,
Or
isn't
are you letting me crash and burn?
it? That is
Supposed
hilarious.
to stand behind me.
Yeah. Behind me. This
Behind
is the
me.
South. Behind me.
Behind
We're not
me.
side by side in the South. You're behind
You
me.
are behind me.
I got to plug up my computer before it goes dead.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, always.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
So I guess since me and Jay Will tied, Jay Will's obviously getting first pick because I'm conceding my first pick this week. I'm gonna go fourth this week.
It's because he knows more horror movie villains than anyone.
Yeah.
Justin will go second. Jermaine will go third. I will go fourth.
What are we doing?
For the horror villain draft for Halloween, man.
Oh.
You didn't remember, did you?
No, I'm just looking at this candy. It got wet. Oh, you did put Fandle in my.
You want to jump into that now, or
Yeah, we can. We can do that. And then we got some other Halloween stuff. We can
I
end
need,
with.
I need to go get more candy.
Okay.
the door just opened?
The door just
And,
opened in our office, so that's some creepy shit right
If
there.
it starts moving behind me, you better tell me.
Go ahead and pull that too, so we don't get an echo. You have to turn that lock. That's why.
People are, I know, it was
But
close.
anyway, yes. So Jay will start us off. I got to take these eyeballs off
You gotta
because I
write them down?
can't see anything to write down. Oh god, that glue hurts. Oh, how many eyebrows left?
Do you need some paper?
Hope not.
Yeah, I do need some paper. But Jay Will, if you want to go ahead and get us started off
Your
with
horror
the
movie
horror
villains.
movie
sir. What was your number one?
Who's number one
draft pick?
overall?
Jason Voorhees.
Oh, terrible. He's not even in my top 50.
Ooh.
I know.
Ooh, that's why he picked him. You already know where I'm going. Michael Myers. J Dog.
Jermaine.
Marcus Satterfield.
So what are we picking?
Horror movie villains.
Horror
You can-
movie
you can Google them
villains.
if you need to.
Yeah.
Only horror movie villains.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's gonna need more than Google.
So horror movie villains.
You know, like Frankenstein and shit.
Okay. Who'd you just say, Justin?
Michael Myers.
Michael Myers.
Jason said Jason.
Which one of them got Sandra Bullock in it, or Jamie Lee Curtis?
That's Michael Myers. Sandra Bullock. I don't think she's been in horror movies.
I meant Jamie
Bird
Lee
Box.
Curtis.
She was in Bird Box.
Yeah.
I meant Jamie Lee
So
Curtis.
can you pick the birds?
I don't think they were
All right.
actually birds.
Horror movie villain. Let's go with It's got to be movies or can it be television shows?
Movies.
Movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Fresh Prince guy is out.
He knew he was gonna say that.
Oh man! All right, so my first pick for the movie villain will be
I think I know who
horror
Brian's picking.
movie. We ain't gonna have 5, are we?
Yeah.
There's like 9,000 horror movies.
Jermaine, I'm telling you, Google this shit.
Give me that Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy.
Leatherface.
Leatherface.
That's
That's
a good one.
That's a
It
good
is.
And the
We
one with
just-
Jessica Biel in
we
it.
just
though.
watched
The
that today.
movie with Jessica Biel in it.
Yeah,
though.
that's the one we watched today. Great movie.
Yep.
Great movie.
Number 1 overall, I'm going to take Freddy Krueger.
Oh, that is not who I thought you were gonna say.
Can I do 1A and add Jessica Biel?
He's a horror movie hero.
Yeah.
Jay Will?
Yeah, you did. White hero, heroine, whichever one you want.
Okay.
What?
I can't remember. Oh God, I'm not good at this. I'm gonna go with the.
It's a tough one.
Uh-oh.
It's tough. Let's go. Can I go Hannibal Lecter?
You can go Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
I will go Hannibal Lecter.
For either Hannibal, Silence of the Lambs, those are all Red Dragon. Was it Red Dragon? Was that one too?
Yep. Red Dragon, yeah. The prequel.
All
Yeah.
right. Brian's gonna be pissed, but Pennywise.
Anyway.
I thought he was gonna say him first, honestly.
What's Pennywise playing?
It.
The clown,
Clown.
from It.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I thought about it.
Give me What's that dude's name on Gru? Is that right?
What?
From the Avengers?
Like from
Tell me.
Despicable Me?
Huh?
She said Gru?
Yeah.
Like from
Despicable Me?
Despicable Me, or
That's not a horror movie, man.
that's not a horror movie.
Okay. I mean, he's in Transylvania. Right?
Hotel Transylvania. Yeah,
All
I
right.
guess so. I haven't seen
So
it.
my second one is gonna be who was my first?
Leatherface.
Texas.
Leatherface. Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Jessica Biel. Number 2 will be
I don't know why you ain't Googled it yet.
I'm about to after this one.
You need to.
Number 2 is gonna be scary movies. And number 2 is gonna be give me a Candyman.
Okay.
Candyman, that's a good pick.
Okay. I haven't seen the new one actually.
It's pretty good.
Me neither.
I am taking Sam from Trick or Treat.
Okay.
Back to Jay Will.
You might veto this, but I'm going Patrick Bateman, American Psycho.
No, I would say that's
No, that's a horror
that's a
movie.
horror movie.
No.
And he definitely was a villain.
I'm going Ghostface.
Ghostface.
That's what I was gonna go second,
Scream.
but I was like, I couldn't think of the name, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna go Hannibal Lecter first, and then I remembered Patrick Bateman. So
Oh, I got a good one. Nobody says it.
I left my damn phone in there.
You can look at these if you want. There's only a
I don't
couple of
remember
them.
the thing.
It's not a whole huge list, but
What number we on? 3?
3. I know which one I'm picking from there if you don't say it. Or if Jay will.
Give me so my number 3. Give me Kevin Connor from Sixth Sense.
What?
I mean, I guess you could say like the
Costner.
dead people from the Sixth
Kevin
Sense.
Costner.
They're the more villains,
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, it's a horror movie technically,
3 per 50.
so they don't have one. You could just say dead people from Sixth Sense. I mean, that's,
No, I got one. Yeah. Let me get Jigsaw.
Okay, that's a good one too.
Jigsaw.
That's a good
that's a
one
good
too.
one.
I am going Pinhead.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Okay,
This is number what? 4?
Yep, this is number 4.
number 4.
Jay will start us off with 4.
Give me the original Dracula.
I thought you were about to say something else. I was like,
Dracula.
you son of a bitch. Let me get the original horror movie, Jaws. The shark
Jaws.
from Jaws.
I thought about Jaws. I thought about
When you
Jaws.
said original, I was like, you fucker. Don't you say it. Thought you were going to say the original horror movie. I was
Is
like,
that even a horror movie?
that's the original
Yeah.
horror movie.
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
Yeah,
Yep.
so I got one more.
Can we discount then? Cruella DeVille? No.
It's
Yes.
not a horror movie. She's a villain, but it's not a horror movie villain.
Google sucks then.
Did you just type in movie villains?
Next one up for me, give me Chucky.
Chucky.
I don't like Chucky.
How many is that
so
for?
I kick the shit out of that doll.
I am taking Art the Clown from Terrifier.
Okay. You just
Okay,
said
nice.
clown from clown. That's a good
Ooh,
one.
got my next one.
All right,
I'll
Jay,
bet you
we'll
nobody's
finish us
gonna get
off
it.
with your 5th pick.
Let's keep it classic. Give me the original Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
My 5th and final pick, Jack Torrance,
It's a good one.
The Shining.
That's a classic right here.
We stay classic.
My
Will.
5th pick
Staying classic.
will be
Danny Tanner.
Leprechaun.
Okay,
Leprechaun.
That is a movie. A lot of them.
Yeah, a terrible movie, but nonetheless,
It is a horror movie villain.
yes, it is. I lost mine.
He's looking at movies on the 31 Days of
yeah.
Halloween up here.
I'm gonna keep it classic and go with the Headless Horseman.
Ooh,
Oh, fuck.
Sleepy Hollow. That is a good one.
Wow, that's a fucking good one.
Yeah, that's a good movie too.
Never even seen the movie, but it's just fucking
Oh, that's
awesome.
good.
It's a headless horseman.
Right.
All right. So there we have our horror villain fantasy draft.
Which we will post this week.
We'll post this week, and then I'll have a new topic for us next week. We'll get off the Halloween theme since Halloween is over tonight, which is very depressing. But that's okay, because we had a good time tonight. Scarred some kids for life with the chainsaw. It's always a plus. But yeah, we'll get that posted this week. So on this, who's the greatest horror movie villain of all time?
Michael Myers.
Why Michael Myers?
He's just a classic, man. I mean, he never died. Well, I guess he does now.
Yeah. He did die.
It's just my favorite. I don't know. I've always, every time Halloween comes around, I mean, obviously, but the first thing I want to watch is the original Halloween. It just
Yeah.
nostalgia, I guess. Out of those, I watched those more than I did Friday the 13th or Freddy Krueger or any of that. I've seen them, but I've seen Halloween a lot more.
I got a question for you guys.
Uh-huh.
If you were gonna tell someone that don't watch movies on Halloween one chance and their life depended on it, what Halloween movie are you telling them to watch?
Newer
Is it
or
you?
older?
Yes.
Newer or older?
Don't matter.
For me personally, because it creeped my wife out a lot and it was pretty creepy, probably Hereditary.
That movie is not very good.
You didn't like it? My wife hates
No.
that movie. She creeps her the fuck out, man. She just
We
not
had
like
to
it,
pause it. We had to pause it because I was laughing so hard when she was crawling on the ceiling. I couldn't handle
I don't think
it.
you
I
told me
laughed for
that.
like 20 minutes.
I would
Like,
say
I
that
even
or
went,
probably,
like-
probably one of the original Halloweens. 'Cause like I said, that's what I go for.
Are
all
you
the time.
are you going for scare? Are you going for gore?
Yeah, you going like gory or like jump scares or
I
what
don't
kind of
know.
horror movie you going for?
Best
Like nasty.
Halloween movie? You got one.
If it's nasty, then I'm going Green Inferno.
Or Terrifier?
Well, I know Jermaine, so I'm going American Psycho because
That's a good one.
Patrick Bateman has a threesome in it, and it is hilarious.
And Jermaine's like, I'm gonna watch that tonight.
You watch American Psycho.
I'm falling asleep to American Psycho tonight.
I'll put it to you this way, Jermaine. After you watch Christian Bale railing this chick, looking at himself in the mirror, flexing, you're gonna do it at some point in your
Jermaine's like,
life.
oh, I do that all the time.
I did.
Well,
Jermaine's like, hell yeah, I'll be flexing.
pass.
It is hilarious. It's hilarious.
If you want to see probably the grossest sex scene in a horror movie, watch X.
Yes, Jermaine, that's the one we watched. He told us to watch. We had our homework to do. Remember the side?
No.
I watched
Oh, that's
no,
not it. Oh,
no.
okay.
No, that wasn't it.
I do remember that one though. That was weird. What gross?
That
It
was
just weird.
brand new cherry flavor. That was a TV
That's
show.
right.
Yeah.
No, this X was it was like two 90-year-old people banging.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's some Halloween horror.
Knock the milk off the thing. I'm driving so fast over here. I damn lost control. Milk, man. I might watch me a horror movie today.
I'm gonna go ahead and say you won't.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say you won't either.
Yeah.
If you do, it'll be like 3 minutes. Credits.
Dude,
Fuck
I'll
this.
just-
Like, I'm
Before the
done.
credits go off.
Okay, I got one for him. Hostel. Like the
Yeah, the
first
first one wasn't
half
terrible.
of it. The first half of it's like a softcore porn on HBO. So I think
Yeah.
he'll be interested. And then the last probably 30 minutes of it's actually the gore fest. And I think he can hang around for 30 minutes.
I would think so.
Be surprised. I'll go to sleep quick. Watch.
But at least you watch some softcore porn.
Yeah, have some good dreams.
I almost fell asleep.
Hopefully
with
dry ones.
Carolina.
Did Justin, did we go see Hostel together?
Well, I think so. I know we took
I think we did.
some people.
Good. Because we were all just kind of sitting there like, are we in the right movie?
Yeah, like
like
They're supposed to be
like we
killing in this.
legit were like very confused because it is more softcore porn
yes.
than horror or gore fest or whatever you want to call
Yeah,
it.
until the second
And it
one.
literally is like 45 minutes of nothing scary. It's just people in Europe banging,
Just
Man, so
torture
and you're
porn.
just kind of like,
Fuck
I
American
don't
Psycho,
think I'm in the right
watching
place.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
just
mean, when we
torture
were
porn.
that age, I'm sure it was the greatest thing ever.
I mean, you thought
Heck, let me go
Blurry
watch it
boob
right
on-
now. Screw this podcast.
you thought blurry boob on Skinamax was the greatest thing when you were a kid.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, I see nip.
Even the little
Cat
scrambled
house.
channels.
Yeah, scrambled. You're like, oh, that's definitely a tip.
That's a naked girl.
Pause it right there.
What?
Don't move
Cat
the
house?
antenna. Looking at Skinamax and trying to pick out the boobies.
Okay.
And what's the other one? Backseat confessionals.
Cat taxi cab confessions.
Oh yeah.
Backseat.
Why do I always
confessions.
mess everything up?
I don't know. You're saying Reese and whatever you call it, Chandler. I don't
Hey.
remember what the fuck you said he was.
Connor.
Backseat
Connor.
confessions.
Yeah.
What about tall people? I'm
Just like
tall.
the
Jackson.
big bummer of like being on HBO and waiting until 11 o'clock at night and then just to find out they're playing a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sucks.
You're just like, what is this? This is a movie. Well,
No,
this is
I
what
swear
we're
I
here.
thought this was supposed to be Hotel Erotica.
You mean this isn't Real Sex 17?
Yeah, real sex. Like South Park, Backdoor Sluts 9, The Lord of the Rings.
That's hilarious.
I guess we could keep it with the Halloween theme.
Yeah.
So I had two WTF stories. They're both kind of Halloween-y, but I thought this one was funnier. So here's the lady. I'll show Kamish what she looks like. You know, typical
isn't gonna be good.
Karen housewife. You know, nothing too crazy, but she says her house is haunted. But
Nice.
the funny part is, she says they're haunted by people that talk dirty. So can you imagine, like you're just you get home, you go in the shower, you get out, and then you just hear like a whistle, and you're like, damn, look at that ass, and it's just a ghost in your house. You know?
I went way further than you did with this.
Yeah, this was just the story. This is something I made up. So she just said if there's anything creepier than being haunted by ghosts, it's probably a ghost who won't stop leaving you alone by whispering dirty talk in your ear. So maybe it's while she's asleep.
Maybe.
I like your legs.
Because as soon as you said shower, I was like, yeah, so I'm in the shower and like, you know, I'm just washing up and it's like,
You feel something blowing you down there? That's a wind down there. What the hell? It's cold.
ooh, got a little chill. Kind of like it.
You said the longest anyone stayed in the house was 6 months. But if they're just whispering obscenities, you know, it's like, dude,
Yeah.
it's not gonna be scary. You know,
If it's a female voice, I might be cool with it.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
in.
come on in
Like,
here.
I'm kind of. We're actually talking about moving, so like, can I Zillow this thing right now?
Where's it at? Did it say
Uh,
where it was at?
Justin.
It is North Texas. So it says, according to this lady, a dark figure appeared on the other side of the shower curtain, like the iconic scene out of Psycho. However, unlike in Psycho, where the figure brutally murders a naked and vulnerable shower taker, she heard it whisper, "Looking good."
Good.
I'm down. Like I'm down for the flattery.
If I'm gonna have somebody haunt me, make it sexy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, throw in a wink
What you
and
said,
like
baby?
you got me.
It's all hips and nips, man.
Yeah.
Justin, I'm
You
gonna look
don't
at
eat.
what you
Yeah,
say,
you
girl.
don't eat.
What y'all saying is
What you say, girl? Tell me one time.
audio recordings have also caught the alleged ghost saying, oh baby, yeah, I like it like that."
What?
They
So
said
Jermaine,
it
we
may
going to
simply
this
have been
house?
singing Alicia Dixon's song "Oh Baby, I Like It Like That" or Pete Rodriguez's "I Like It Like That." It's clear to see why so many tenants quickly scampered from the house. So, I don't know. I think it's funny.
It is funny.
I do too.
That's why I picked it.
Do you guys believe in ghosts?
I think Justin does.
My wife always says our house is haunted. No, I know it's not.
It's just a new house.
Mm.
Jermaine, do you believe
Well,
in
it was
ghosts?
built in 1965. So,
I'd like to see one.
yeah,
I
exactly.
want to go to. I want to go to.
We got a ghost back here.
He said we got to go there.
It's
I want to go
creepy here.
to Savannah, Georgia, for that reason.
I do too.
Hey,
We went on a ghost tour in Savannah. It was, don't go to the ones in Charleston, they're terrible. But the one in Savannah was really good. And then they have a thing that one of the stops that they're telling you the story about the place that's haunted is is you can like rent ghost hunting equipment and spend the night in there, trying to basically see if you catch anything on like EVP recordings and things like that. So it's like that'd be pretty cool. Well, the thing with ghosts, you watch all these ghost hunter shows, and these motherfuckers have not caught anything on camera in how many ever years.
I will say, and you know, like I said, it could be fake. I enjoy Destination Fear, new one coming out. It is the creepiest that I've watched. A lot of those shows, yes, they are cheesy. Like I said, these guys could be fake, but to me, it looks legit, and it is kind of creepy. Not all episodes; they don't get action on every one of them, but some of them they do. But I don't watch like Ghost Hunters, and I think I've watched one Zach Bagans thing, and it was that Devil House. That was pretty fucking.
That was
creepy. I'm
creepy.
not gonna lie, that was pretty creepy.
You guys keep looking. Is there some behind us or something? Like I don't know what's going on.
yeah, I thought Justin was a goner.
Yeah, thankfully I'm not. So
Oh man.
I think it's funny on those ghost hunting shows when they go to like a castle that was built in like the 1400s in Germany and they're speaking English to the ghost. It's like, what? Really?
Yeah.
hey, Arnold, you in here?
Yeah. I don't think they're going to understand you. Like, it makes no damn sense.
See, in Destination Fear, they stay at, so they all tour the place, and then at the end, all four of them stay in four of the creepiest spots by themselves in the area. So I would be the guy while everybody's sleeping, running around, knocking over shit, you know, fucking with everybody while it's getting filmed. So that'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I would do
Even
that.
if it is fake, it would be awesome to have one of those fucking shows to get paid to just go in creepy places and film it.
The best one I've ever seen was it like started out on BuzzFeed, but it's just called BuzzFeed Unsolved, and it's basically a guy that's like wants to believe, like he wants to find ghosts.
That's how I
and
am.
all
Like
that
I want
stuff.
to see it. Like I don't. Want
And then
nothing
like
possessing
another
me.
guy that's like a skeptic, and so like they're together, and every time something happens, the guy's freaking out, but the skeptic's like, "That's literally that broom you just knocked over."
Yeah. So there's.
And
yeah.
it's so funny.
That'd be Brian.
But like they give you like a lot of like backstory and lore, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's so funny watching this guy freak out and this other guy's just kind of just sitting there like.
I will say one of the
Fucking
best
primary,
dudes,
yeah.
Eli Roth. Eli Roth is great with the horror stuff too.
Yeah.
So
Do you guys know the cemetery downtown Spartanburg they call Hell's Gate?
yeah, I mean Jason and all them have been there plenty.
I've been there.
times.
That place, and I get, it's a cemetery at night, but that we used to go out there with cameras and shit and try to catch. But that place is creepy on its own.
Well, yeah, we heard a lady scream, but I mean it is kind of in the
Yeah.
shitty part of town,
Well,
so somebody
well,
probably was screaming.
My thing about it was like when I go there, and I don't go there often, like I'm not really worried about like ghosts. I'm worried about like who's actually in there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because that's the part that freaks me out is they talk about like like how like cults go there or just
Well, one of our
crazy
buddies,
stuff
went to
happens
New
there.
Orleans, and their graves are above ground because of the water
Yeah.
and stuff. So it's like mausoleums. And he said you just got to watch out for all the homeless people sleeping behind there and in the mausoleums and stuff. So you get stabbed. So
my wife's super into that.
We were at a Hell's Gate, and there's talks of like underground tunnels that are like under Converse College and stuff, and there's this cult that lives out there. So we were walking through, and then we look up and we see 3 people coming from the woods dressed all in black. So like we freaked out and hid. Turns out they were just there doing what we were doing. Right. But it was so creepy. But you feel like temperature changes in there. That's how they say that, that's how you can tell when a spirit's around. But like you'd walk into one certain area and like it felt like the temperature dropped like 15 degrees, and you'd walk like another 5 feet and it was back to the same. So I think it's probable. I don't think it's anything impossible, but I want to experience before I'm like, oh yeah, there's definitely something out there.
If I experience, you'll know. I'll be like, yeah, they're real.
Yeah.
Well, I'm probably in the last couple of years, I was near it, and my wife's always wanted to go. And so it was daylight. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll just show you what it is and where it is at least. So I'm with my wife and her mom, and we're driving through. And she's like, holy shit, look at that. And I look, and I about pissed my pants. And this is daylight now. Someone took a mannequin head and just put it on one of the tombstones, and I saw it, and you kind of click that little click glance, and you're just like, fuck. But then I'm like, oh my God. But yeah, it's just, that's a weird place. Like weird people go there. They do weird things. Then you got people that just, they just really want to find ghosts. And then you got just like you said, probably homeless people there.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that bothers me. It's who's actually in there that's living. That's what I'm worried.
Exactly. Yeah, fuck the dead,
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys ever go to I think it was the old TB hospital?
Mm-mm.
I think it was like an old school, and then they turned it into like a tuberculosis hospital.
Yeah, I remember
back
that.
in the day. It's not there anymore. It's gone. Yeah. But apparently it was haunted. But we were gonna go one night, and we got up there, and we saw a bunch of like homeless people roaming around, and we were like, yeah, it's probably not a good idea to go in there. We'll get stabbed.
I know me and Jason, we all went out. I think we used to go. We went out to like Gaffney and like those peach fields. We went out all through there where the church was in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. Jason stayed behind and stayed in the trees so he could scare everybody. Everybody's like, "Where's Jason?" That was fun times.
That was good times.
There used to be a church in Inman, I believe it was, and they'd say if you go at certain times during the middle of the night, like. They were like red glowing lights inside the church, and it was supposedly demonic. Or never did get to do that, but I was like, that'd be kind of interesting to see if it's
latches on to your ass.
Yeah, you bring something home, just like, oh shit.
Scariest place I ever been was probably back in the woods with my boy Chris and Painter.
Big Bird.
Shooting fireworks at people's houses, and then I came outside chasing some 4-wheelers. So that's probably
it's a no ghost, just rednecks. Just rednecks that live back there in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Their costumes were real as hell. They really
look like redneck 4-wheeler riders.
They really did. They really did. No joke. They really did. Like, where the hell they buy those costumes at, Jay Will? What the fuck?
Well, I hope everybody has enjoyed their Halloween so far.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like shit, but I'm still here.
Yeah. Jay Will, did you have a question for us? I think you said.
Yeah, Justin, you want to jump into that before we get into your segment?
Yeah, it actually will be a start off for my segment. So if we're ready, we can go.
You didn't got sick, Justin?
All I'll say about your segment is Marcus Satterfield's a piece of shit. What, Jermaine?
Yeah.
You didn't got sick?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, so I'm going to get sick now because I'm sitting this close to him. So.
I'm pretty cold. I wasn't earlier. Now I'm cold again. So.
But take some vitamin C.
I did. I've been drinking orange juice, man. It is what it is. I don't go back to a Wednesday, so I got.
You want some milk?
I just have to lay down tomorrow. I'll call the milkman if I need the milk.
Exactly.
Milkman's fucking your wife.
You got 2 choices if you need milk.
It's a great South Park.
So, I mean, I just won
all
race.
Right, Jay, what's your question?
What you got, Jay Weezy?
All right, you're the number 1 recruit in the nation. What is your top 5 right now? If you were number 1,
Offense?
edge rusher, whatever, what would your top 5 be?
Who you want to go first?
Schools? Who I want to go to?
Schools.
Yep. Who you gonna play for?
Who you want to go first? It's going to be Georgia and Tennessee. I mean, I don't like these teams, but if I'm a recruit, Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama's always in there.
Pick Tennessee 'cause they're good now.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He said right now, and they're building their program up. So yeah, I would pick them.
Okay, so like coming up this year,
Yeah.
Jay Will.
I'll never pick
Yeah.
Clemson. I don't care if they were number one in the fucking place
Yeah, I ain't
20
saying
fucking
Clemson.
years. But those three, obviously. But maybe somewhere. I'm trying to think of like the smaller. I would say Oklahoma State. They just got smashed by Kansas State. But I kind of like the coach. And then maybe Mississippi State just because of Mike Leach.
Mike Leach is awesome.
Just because of Mike Leach. So that's probably my 5 right there.
Okay.
Tennessee over number 1 just because of their offense.
Yeah, they're balling right
If I'm an
now.
offensive player, I'm looking at Tennessee. Georgia, obviously, just because of what they're building. Ohio State, just because of what they got going on. Probably Bama, just because of Nick Saban. And I'm going to throw South Carolina in there just because of what Shane Beamer is capable of.
And the facilities.
And the facilities, if they can get the offense right. If I'm a defensive player, I'm definitely looking at South Carolina because the defense is solid.
Yeah, the defense is coming around.
Even special teams. Pete Limbo's best in the country probably. So I'd put South Carolina there for those two. Offensively, no.
All right,
Not right
Jermaine,
now.
who do you got?
All right. Don't hate me on my picks ain't in order, I guess, but
It doesn't have to be in order.
No, yeah.
Alright, so don't hate me on this
I gotta pee.
typical pick. For one, I'm taking Alabama. Yeah, I'm definitely if I'm number 1 pick, I'm going Alabama.
No.
Sidewinder pick that nobody's probably thought of. Taking me out to Jackson State with Deion
Okay,
Sanders.
Jackson State with Dion. I can see that.
That's an interesting one.
That is an interesting one, but they are balling.
If
Yeah.
I had to probably order them, just to be completely honest with you, Jackson State probably.
He
would
has
be-
a lot of his son is good at. I mean, like I said, they play in a lesser division, but I would love to play for Dion just because.
just for that reason. Yep. So give me Bama, give me Jackson State. Number 3 for personal reasons, give me like USC Trojans. All right.
Personal reasons. Motherfucker
Southern
in
California. I might not.
That's where white girls are.
I might not even
Good point.
play a game. Jay will.
Man, I sit on the damn bench.
I might not even play a game. All right. USC, Jackson State, Bama. Give me.
I mean, Georgia could go back to back.
I'm not going to Georgia if I was
I mean, I don't like them, but they are good right now.
And I like Georgia. I like Georgia, but I'm not going there. Probably give me. I guess give me Penn State. And that one's weird. I'll tell you why. Because I'm having a very difficult time picking Ohio State, Michigan, maybe even Michigan State.
I'm kind of big on uniforms too. I don't
That's
know
what
why
I
I
was.
like.
That's
cool
why I
uniforms.
just chose.
Even TCU's got some dope ass
Because
uniforms.
when it
so.
came time for the whiteout, oh my God!
I'm just not a fan of teams that like the Browns or Penn State. That's plain helmets. Even Alabama. I know they keep it classy and whatever, but
No.
I'm just not a fan of that.
And then number 5,
So Jackson
if
State.
Lane Kiffin is remaining the coach,
Ole Miss.
I'm going to Ole Miss.
I bet Auburn's gonna look at him now.
Oh, yeah.
And Shane Beamer.
But I could pick
So-
like 10, honestly.
So obviously, South Carolina would be the school I would go to. If I was doing like one of those announcements, I would have Clemson up there just to fuck
Yeah,
this
yeah.
shit.
I'd probably shit on that.
But if I'm picking schools, I'm going South Carolina is going to be my number 1. That's where I'm going. LSU is probably going to be my number 2.
That's a good one.
I hate
Oregon's
Brian
going to be
Kelly,
on my
though.
list as well.
I was
Yeah,
going to say Oregon.
I can't stand Brian Kelly.
I'm not a big Brian Kelly guy either. And then probably like a Bama, Georgia.
Yeah.
And so now the question is, a lot of these schools were pretty similar amongst us.
Mhm.
So the question is, how does South Carolina get to where these guys are? Like, what does all these schools have, and what do they sell to these kids besides success currently on the field? I don't know. Like, I don't know like what our recruiting
I know
pitch
one
is
thing.
because most people don't know shit about South Carolina.
Mhm.
So how does Shane Beamer get these kids in and get them to commit? That's amazing.
Yeah.
Blows my mind. How Spurrier did it, he did it off of him.
He's always been a
People
genius,
wanted
yeah.
to play for Spurrier. Shane Beamer's never been a head coach before in his life. on the college level.
But I will say he has been around it his whole entire life, so that
Right,
probably helps
right.
him a little.
So, but I mean, like
He's got
the
name
amount of
recognition.
recruits that we're getting right now. So I'm just going to have to, hats off to him on that. I just think it's crazy that, from us being where we were when he got here to getting all these people wanting to come in, wanting to play. And
I think that's
it's
what
amazing.
upset me so much this weekend.
Yeah.
Because that was
Oh, yeah.
not the
We tipped the
team
bed.
that played Texas A&M, and I drove 7.5 hours to come watch them. But it was, like I said, even with the loss, it was fun. It was cool to see all the upgrades they've done. Stadium's still beautiful. The sandstorm, the entrance is still, gives you.
Yeah, the
shot.
crowd was electric the whole game.
It was, So, your thoughts, Jay? Will, we lost. Shouldn't have. Obviously, we knew it was a bad matchup on paper, especially with Satterfield throwing screens to Juju McDowell every play. So
it was basically the same thing that happened last year.
yes, 3. Oh yeah, they've three in a row now, right? 3 or 4.
I think that was their 4th win over us.
And he also
5.
beat us when he was at App State. We have never beaten Eli Drinkwitz.
Yeah. So here's the thing. It's like, this is a game you should have won. All this game taught me right here was we didn't handle success very well. You just now get into the top 25. People are starting to tell you you're good, and then you go and shit the bed. So the team they don't know how to handle success yet, which is fine because most of these players are still like Muschamps guys. And I think eventually we'll get to a point, maybe in a year or so, we'll be able to handle success better. But you have to score points to win, and that was the Achilles heel of that game. The offense was terrible. The defense wasn't good at first. They tightened up, and I'm surprised from how we started that we only gave up 2 touchdowns. Did give some field goals up.
Trying to keep us hope, keep us in there.
But offense is just putrid. It's pathetic.
Without Lloyd, for sure.
Yeah, without Lloyd, it was just, what was even the point?
I will say that one pass interference call was complete bullshit. And I believe you texted me on the first drive and said they missed a hands to the face.
Yeah, they missed a hands to the face that would have kept our first drive alive.
But
fucking
fumbled it or something.
Right. So penalties, they're always missed. I'm sure there's some Mizzou fan out there saying, well, they missed this and that, and so whatever. Penalties they're going to be missed on both sides usually, and there wasn't anything in that game that was like really crucial.
It wouldn't have helped us. No.
But so this is the question that people want to start asking. Are we going to fire Marcus Satterfield? I don't know. His contract's up after the year, so it's not. He'll have to be renewed.
It won't be during the season.
I don't think he comes back.
He'll
next
finish
year.
the year. I don't know if he comes back next year. Either.
I don't think they typically most teams don't change coordinators during the year.
No, it has to be like major.
Maybe, but your coordinator's not. But I don't think. And the thing with Beamer, he's got to realize he's going to lose the fan base if he doesn't get rid of it. I don't care if we win out.
Well, you can see in the Mayo Bowl, his press conference after the Mayo Bowl, he was mad because people were saying, when are you going to fire all these people? Your offense is bad. And he was like, that's why I don't fire him. And that's fine. But now, Jaheim Bell touched the ball 7 times in that game. He touched it 0 last game. And you just said he's one of your best players you've ever seen. And you would get it to him 20 times if you could. And you don't target him once. So that's what pisses me off.
Wasn't even on the field for half snaps.
And his parents are pissed too.
So here's the question. Once you move on, so we've established we're not going to get rid of the coordinator. The next target is everyone goes after the quarterback. But I don't see it. Like,
he did miss some wide open throws. He did
miss some throws. But do you honestly think that Luke Doty has something that he can bring to the field over Rattler? I don't.
Not.
And you're going to have Rattler next year. It's you're only as good as your weakest link. And right now your weakest links are your coordinators and your offensive line. And that spells disaster. So it doesn't matter who you put back there. Plus,
that's what I'm saying. They said Missouri was going to be an easy game, and everybody always says Vandy's. But you do that shit against Vandy, they will sniff out all those screens, and you will lose in Nashville.
It's like what y'all were talking about earlier with the NFL. The backups are still NFL players. As you from Little League on up, as you rise all the way up to the NFL or whatever, the talent gap in each section as you go up gets closer. Right. So, the talent gap in the NFL is this, college is this, high school's this, junior high's this,
Yeah.
Pee Wee's this. So it's not like, you know, we have a talent issue, or, you know, you think, oh, well, we can replace this guy or replace that guy or whatever. Sometimes it's just right there in front of your face. It's a scheme thing. And, you know, I've been harping on screens all year. We need to do more screens. But those little wide receiver bubble screens,
They snipped every
or
one of them out.
or basically just hitting the running back in a flat, that is not how you neutralize a defense. I'm
Missouri
talking
doesn't have a bad defense, I don't think.
no, their defensive line is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Damn half-back split
If you're
screen.
to neutralize that defensive line, you snap the ball, the quarterback just backpedals to save his life, and then you just loft it right over him. But we didn't do that. We threw these little wide receiver bubble
Mizzou threw
screen.
down the field all
They
game,
just
and we
turned
did
their
not.
head and pursued and made the tackle. The DBs kept them, you know, from breaking it loose, and the rest of the team came over and supported in the game.
Yep.
And that's how you do it. But we're not doing anything to help us. Lloyd got hurt on the first play, and we still try and send him out there. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you're not
and
gonna-
obviously, you know, Juju or Christian Bill Smith wasn't getting it done. But you've got Jaheim Bell, who you give tailback reps, but he doesn't get snaps.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
yeah.
It doesn't make sense. It's
And
like,
you even heard Rattler say, and a lot of people are talking about it in his press conference. He said, "We didn't feel like we knew what we were doing. We need to be prepared better." That's your coach. You are supposed to have every coordinator should have their, whether it's linebacker coach, don't matter. You're supposed to have your group ready to play on game day. If you can't,
I mean,
get the fuck out of here.
and I've said it 100 times, you know, even though we were talking about how, oh, the talent gap's not that, you know, different, there is still a difference. And you have your best, you have your next best, and so on until you get to your worst. And when you're in a position like we are, a team that's trying to claw their way up from the bottom to be a respectable opponent in all the games that they play, they're obviously not going to have elite talent from top to bottom. So you've got your best players that need to be on the field, and they need to get the ball. Plain and simple.
Yep.
Yep.
The top three players in touches should always be Bell, Wells, Lloyd.
Yep. And if
Yep.
Lloyd's hurt,
And
then
always, unless, you know, one of them's hurt.
Yep. So, what's your prediction for Vandy?
That is what's coming up.
We're gonna flip this. We're gonna flip the switch. I think. You know, heard it hundreds of times. You know, and sometimes it's true, sometimes it's not. But you learn more from losing than you do winning. I think we learned that we can't take anyone lightly. We have to prepare like we prepare for the big games. Vandy's one that's going to be tougher. It's on the road. It's going to be at night. But Vandy's not great, but they'll compete if we let them.
yep, they have a
So we
quarterback,
have
and you know,
to-
do with those. So.
Yeah, so we have to put the pedal to the metal. Rattler needs to be put into situations where he can be successful. He is very, very good when he doesn't have to play from behind.
Yeah.
And so we need to put him in situations where we can give him easy throws, give him a chance to take some shots downfield, because he does throw a good ball. I mean, he's got tremendous, you know, quarterback skills. He's got a great arm talent. He does need to be able to throw downfield to keep defenses honest, but we need to move him. Like him moving in the pocket's him moving in the pocket, not any plays or anything that we're calling to move him in the pocket. If we can't protect him, we need to move him. We need to do something. We need to bring running backs in to block. I don't care if you bring Jaheim Bell in to play tailback and he blocks. If Rattler can get the ball off
Yep.
downfield to somebody,
Yep.
you got to. It doesn't matter what plays you call if you can't get the ball off, and that's the problem. It's like we wanted to keep trying running the ball with Juju or Christian Bill Smith, or we wanted to keep throwing those screens, but they never worked. None of those plays ever worked, and we kept trying to force it. And you got to know when to cut your losses.
And the
And
ones that
move-
did work were the downfield passes to Stogner. Right.
Right.
Juice, I think, had a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
you
that's the
can do it.
problem.
You're just not calling.
Satterfield doesn't know when to cut his losses.
Mm-hmm.
You know, first few games, his running backs come into the office of Beamer and like, why are we not running the ball?
Yeah.
You start running the ball, we're getting more successful. He doesn't have, I just don't think he has the flow for calling plays. And it's not like a science or anything. A lot of it is a lot of just you have the ball sack to fucking call the play, you realize, hey, I make $1 million and I could potentially not make $1 million if I suck at this job.
What you do.
But you still have the sack to call plays, and more often than not, they're successful. You'll watch some of these teams call stuff, and you're like, I don't see how it can be this simple, and it works. Well, it works because it's that simple. If you know what you're doing, and if it's simplified, you play faster. That's why the spread works compared to the pro style offense. Why are we even running a pro style offense when you're typically only going to have your stars there for 2 to 3 years playing?
Mm-hmm.
This offense, if you told me, yeah, you're going to have Spencer Rattler, but he's going to probably be trash the first year because the offense is just too complicated, then what's the fucking point? I want the Oklahoma Spencer Rattler from day one.
Yeah.
Because that's basically what he did
at
Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
So you think we win? What's your score?
I do think we win. I don't think we blow them out, but I don't think we win by one score. It's going to be between 7 and 10 points, I think. So I would probably roll with 24. Give me 24-17. That's what I'm going to go with, I think.
Jermaine?
I think I am going to settle on the 7 and go one score.
Let's go 20. Let's go 31.
Oh, you
to 31 to 17.
31. South Carolina.
Correct.
I'm going with what I was about to say. 31-20 South Carolina.
That's a good.
I'm going to go 27-13.
And then we lose. So then we at Vandy this week, guys. What are we doing week 9? Real quick
Yeah, we can do our NFL picks for week 9. I don't have the updated graphic yet.
I will tell you the games for week 9, and
we'll have
do this really
this
quickly.
past week and the week before. So I'll have updated when we jump on here next. Jermaine,
Yo.
you pick the order this week.
And the Browns are beating the shit out of the Bengals. Just so you know, 25-6.
Oh my god! And I saw the beginning. I was like, "What in the world?"
Who goes first, Jermaine?
You know, it don't matter. Who goes first?
For
Jermaine?
NFL picks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pick the order.
Jay will first.
All right. Then who?
Second.
Me.
All right. You don't put me last.
Then.
Bruh.
All right. All right.
All right, Jay. Will. Thursday night game is Eagles at the Texans.
Eagles.
You got this, isn't you? Eagles. Jermaine.
That was an easy one.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah, everybody going Eagles?
Yep, Eagles.
Yeah, Eagles.
Versus who? Versus
Texans.
Texans.
1-5-1 Texans.
Texans are going to win, but I ain't picking them.
who? Eagles.
All right, Jay. Will. Panthers at the Bengals.
Cincy.
Jermaine.
That's just for this Sunday coming.
Yeah, after today's last Monday night game, and then week 9 starts
Bengals.
Thursday.
They're gonna. Where's that at? Where's that game
In
at? Where's that
Cincinnati.
game? Bengals.
I'm also going Bengals.
I am too.
Chargers at the Falcons. 4-3 and 4-4.
Chargers disappointing. Oof.
Jay Will.
At the Falcons?
Yeah.
No, Chargers. I'm not.
Falcons.
You're not gonna bait me into that
Jermaine's
shit.
going Atlanta.
Falcons are gonna be the
I will
Chargers.
take Chargers.
I am going to take. I'm going to go Chargers as well.
Let's go.
Jay Will. Dolphins at Bears.
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Everybody going Miami?
Yeah.
Yeah. This one's kind of good. You didn't think it would be. Packers at the Lions.
I know, right? Interesting.
3
That's
and
actually
5, 1 and 6.
I ain't gonna lie. I hope Detroit beats them just because I want to see how Aaron Rodgers reacts to losing to some of these divisional games.
Who you got, J. Will?
Lost. That's the
Give me the
only
Lions. The Packers are not looking good.
Jermaine?
They did scrap back against Buffalo, but I think that's Buffalo just doesn't know how to handle success yet.
Give me Packers. They're not gonna lose.
I will take Detroit.
I'm going Packers.
Colts at the Patriots. J. Will. 3-4-1, 4-4.
God, the Patriots are so weird.
They are.
Yeah.
I didn't pick them last
But I'm
week,
going
and
to
they
take
beat the
them
Jets.
because the Colts are just kind of a...
That's dumpster fire right now, yeah. Sam
Yeah.
Ellinger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jermaine? Oh, yeah, you there?
Did you freeze?
Yeah.
Colts or Patriots?
There you
I was looking like, what the fuck?
Who you got?
what's the
Colts or
game?
Patriots? At Patriots.
Ooh, give me Patriots.
I'm also going Patriots.
Yep. Going Pats.
Bills at the Jets.
Bills.
That'd be a good game.
6
I'm going Bills as well.
I'm going Bills.
Bills.
Vikings at Commanders.
Give me Vikings.
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 Raiders at the Jags. 2-5, 2-6. Game of the week.
Give me Jags. I'm going Jags.
That they finally get over the hump.
At the Jags.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think the Jags win it.
Yeah, give me Jags too.
I'll go Jags as well.
I'm going Raiders.
Seahawks at Cardinals.
That's so mean. It said Kyler Murray is 0-1 since the Call of Duty launch. Call of Duty's not going anywhere, so I'm going Seattle.
Jermaine?
Give me Seattle too.
I'm taking Seattle as well.
I am going Cardinals.
Rams at the Buccaneers. Surprising as well. 3-4, 3-5.
Wow. Wow.
Give me Tampa. At least Tom Brady's played well.
Is Cooper Kupp hurt?
I don't
He
think
was
so.
yesterday. I don't know if it was.
He got
serious.
hurt, but I don't know if he was out.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think he got. Give me Rams.
I'm going Rams as well. This one will be pretty good. Sunday
I am
night.
Going, hang on,
Who you going?
hang on.
Whoops.
I know, right? Damn. Yeah, give me the Rams.
Damn.
5-2 Titans at 5-2 Chiefs Sunday night.
Ooh.
All right, I'm going
Sunday
to go with
night?
the upset, but not on this pick. On the next pick, I'm going.
You going Chiefs?
Yeah.
Give me Kansas City on that one
I'll
too.
take. Do they stop Derrick Henry? He balled out last game.
Don't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I'm
They
going
stop
Chiefs.
I am too.
Mahomes on the other side.
Ravens at the Saints Monday night. You can go ahead and
I'm
put me in
going
there.
Saints. I'm going for the
You
upset.
already know who I'm picking. Ravens.
Give me Ravens.
I don't like how the Ravens like to blow leads. I don't.
Ravens about to start picking up second half. Watch, I tell you.
I am
So on the
going
road.
to go Saints as well.
I'm yawning. Watch,
Yeah,
I tell
I'm
you.
tired. I'm gonna lie to you.
Ravens are about to pick it up the second half of the season. They just got Roquan Smith. Big pickup.
It
Big
is,
pickup.
but he doesn't score points. So
No.
Well,
Y'all think of any trades?
what?
Any trades? Are you
Oh, the
thinking-
trade deadline is what tonight? Tomorrow?
it's coming up. I don't know
It's-
exactly
no,
when.
I don't know when. It's not
Tomorrow.
tonight.
I think it's tomorrow.
The Powerball's tonight, so $1 billion.
Yeah.
All right. Do you think the Packers get Aaron Rodgers a wide receiver?
They better.
They was talking about it, but I don't think they will.
It ain't gonna be
Yeah.
anymore, I don't think.
Got to be by tomorrow.
Well,
Yep.
who do you think? Who do you think they get?
DJ Moore.
No,
That's exactly right. Just
he's not a receiver, but Kareem Hunt's out there.
Yeah. But would you get Kareem Hunt knowing that you have Aaron Jones? though?
Exactly, and
Yeah.
AJ Dillon,
They need a receiver. Maybe they can get Devontae back.
Odell.
They actually said that today on ESPN that Packers should try to get Devontae Adams back.
He probably would
If
come
I
back.
was the Packers, If I was the Packers, I would go into free agency. Whoever, like someone like an Odell or someone who you still think has something in the tank that's got some experience that has played at a high level. I would pick them up and then I would still trade for someone.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, say, like an Odell Beckham, and then heck, go to the fucking Jets. Their wide receivers are crying wanting to get out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mims wants out. Elijah Moore wants out.
He's their round 2 pick.
Get
Ole
one
Miss.
of them.
Ole Miss always puts out receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, go somewhere and get someone. I mean, I wouldn't pay a lot for him, but at this point, it's like the Packers have to do something to get someone in there with, top-notch ability, because they're not going to spend their first round getting someone for him. So they got to make a huge splash, I think. And I'm not like a Packers guy, but I understand who Aaron Rodgers is and what he's capable of. And I just think it's insane that they're just like, here you go, this is what we're giving you, and it's nothing.
Yeah.
Literally is nothing.
We'll see what happens.
What you got, Jermaine? Anything before we go?
Take you some airborne vitamin
About to,
C.
bro. I don't feel great.
And everybody in the fantasy league so far has a losing record except for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to make sure I throw that out there. I did check the standings the other
I'm at the
day.
bottom.
I'm gonna recall that out real quick. Just repeat that. Jay, Will, Justin, and Kamish have losing records.
Yeah, but have you seen my roster now?
Yeah, I'm on a winning streak now.
Oh yeah, I
Coming
made some
for everybody.
made some changes. Jay, Will.
Whoever just dumped some of these people for me to pick up off the waiver wire, thank you. Because now,
Wasn't me.
yeah, like DeAndre Hopkins is like my third best wide receiver.
What?
Brought out for me in my $100 league. I won like
Dude,
235 to 100 and something. So
I
had
don't
5 players over 30.
I don't expect to lose anymore. Like my team is stacked.
You gotta lose.
We'll see.
The only place where I'm actually hurting is tight end, and I'm still fine with it. Like someone left Buffalo's defense out there. I was like, number 1 defense in the league. Thank you.
I'll
Yeah,
take it.
Someone dropped Hopkins. Dropped him on by, didn't you?
Checking the fantasy anyway,
You check
and
your
they
lineup.
came out for me, Justin. Remember how they projected me to get 130? Guess what your boy got? 130.
Oh, that's nice.
Everybody gets lucky once in a while.
Yep.
Did you see how much I got?
You know what it feels like to be in a positive record?
Hey, Jermaine,
What's yours?
I'm sitting at 161 right now in my points.
Oh, I see.
Oh man.
Maybe you'll get above 500 and we'll talk.
Well, don't worry, I'm coming. I'm one this week.
Yeah, me too.
Well, everybody enjoy their Halloweens. Stay
Yes.
safe.
Powerballs tonight.
Fireballs tonight. So if you win, let us know.
Fuck, I didn't buy a ticket.
I did. It's
Me neither.
Halloween. It's got to be me, right? It's my night. They're doing the drawing. It's got. It's
Nah, I
like
hope no one wins.
all the stars are aligning. I'll give you $20, Jay Will, if I win. I got you, man. Don't worry.
What's that gonna do?
You can buy some for the next time.
Oh, okay. You're setting me up to buy my tickets for the next
Yeah.
one.
Big for me, baby. I love it.
Dude, y'all remember when it was either Powerball or Mega Millions that got up to like 1.7 or something like that, the highest it's ever been?
Mm-hmm.
And then 3 people won.
Yep. We can
And
do
I was
that
talking to my aunt about it, and I was like, how terrible is that? You become a billionaire and then you've already lost 2/3 of your money instantly.
Yeah.
That should be like
With
the
taxes
ultimate
and
like lesson.
Sharing it.
That should be the ultimate lesson. It's like it comes as quickly as it goes as quickly as it comes, you know?
Be all right.
And
I'll be
but
all right
no,
with
those people are gonna blow it
$200
off.
million. I take that. I'm good with that.
Anything where I can put a big enough chunk aside and live off the interest.
Yep.
Then I can blow the rest
Exactly
of it.
right. All right, hit
All
the
right,
joke.
guys. Thanks, everybody. Did you guys know I had a fish that could break dance? Only for 20 seconds and only once, so appreciate it, guys. Hashtag BluntDads.
Justin said,